Top 10 Wealthiest African American Neighborhoods. Welcome to Black Excel List. Come the side where we celebrate Black excellence, opulence and affluence. Our mission is to inspire you as we enlighten you. Hello and welcome back. In this Black Excel List presentation we will highlight the top 10 wealthiest African American neighborhoods. African American neighborhoods or Black community are types of ethnic enclaves found in many cities in the United States. Since the 1960s, the Black middle class has grown tremendously. African Americans have become more educated and have moved into corporate America as professional jobs, no longer isolated and identified by skin tone. Many African Americans develop their own Black upper middle class neighborhood, while the African American homeowners have gravitated to these affluent neighborhood in pursuit of lower crime rates, better schools and neighbors who share their socio-economic demographics. Today we will take a look at communities that have higher than average population of African Americans. These prestigious neighborhoods are where African Americans are succeeding in terms of income. Homeowner, what is academic achievement? Since this top 10 list highlights communities, we have selected predominantly Black neighborhoods with less than 30,000 people, and our researchers have factored basic indicators: just cost of living, economic equality and livability. Some of the earliest African American neighborhoods were clustered in and around New York City, but we want to give a special shout out to Mary. 7 of our top 10 richest Black communities are located in the Old Line State. In this original Black Excel List video we will be featuring the wealthiest and most affluent Black communities across America, so without further ado let's get started. Number 10. View Park, Windsor Hills, California. This large middle to upper class Black community comes in at the number 10 spot with an average family income of $83,000. View Park, Windsor Hills is part of a band of district from Culver City, Fox Hills District on the west, or the Los Angeles District of Leimert Park. The area is the single largest geographically middle and upper class Black community in the United States. Over half of the adults in View Park, Windsor Hills have earned a bachelor's degree from college. The median home value in View Park, Windsor is $553,000. Number 9. Lake Arbor, Maryland. Lake Arbor is a thriving African American community in Prince George's County, Maryland. The average family income for this town is $93,000. Lake Arbor has a population of 92% African American, safely landing it on our list of the wealthiest African American communities in the United States. Lake Arbor established Prince George's County as the most desirable destination for young affluent African American families moving from Washington, D.C. for suburban lifestyle. The median home value for Lake Arbor is Number 8. Hillcrest, New York. This prosperous middle-class African American community make the top 10 list with a median family income of $94,000. Hillcrest is a middle-class Black community in New York with a 56% African American population. In the early 1900s, Hillcrest became a summer retreat for African American working class families who would travel by train from New York City. Located in Rockland County, this area has not always been predominantly African American, and the 1990s there was a dramatic demographic change as African American newcomers warlord from New York for lower taxes and greater real estate value. The median home value for Hillcrest is $358,000. Number 7. Friendly, Maryland. Friendly is a prosperous upscale Black community that make the top 10 list with a median family income of $103,000. From Please, another affluent predominantly Black neighborhood in Prince George's County, Maryland, with an African American makeup of 74%, landing in at the Number 7 spot. Friendly has the largest number of Black-owned businesses of any community on this list. The Friendly area was largely rural until about 1960 and has steadily grown with the emergence emergence of multiple upscale single-family housing developments. The median home value for Friendly is $269,000. Number 6, our Heights, California. This stunning community located near beautiful beaches and nearby cities such as Hollywood and Los Angeles ranks Number 6 with an average family income of $103,000. Ladera Heights is an affluent Black percentages community in the sunny state of California where much of the area's appeal stems from the stunning views of the Pacific Ocean. Ladera's African American population stands at 71% in addition to hillside houses as well as its proximity to the beaches and Hollywood. Over 50% of the community's adult have a 4-year college degree. This influential community is Lower and Upper Ladera to distinguish old and new African American money in this area located near Culver City and also known as the Hidden Neighborhood. Its residents remain low-key about their applicants. The median home value for Ladera Heights is $708,000. Number 5, Fort Washington, Maryland. This prosperous community is located just south of Washington, D.C. and has an average family income of $104,000. This little star fort down the Potomac River from Washington, D.C. was once the only defensive fort protecting the U.S. Capitol. Fort Washington is an upper-middle-class Black community with a 68% African American population. Young professionals with families and college students predominantly live in Fort Washington. The median home value for Point Washington is $305,000. Number 4, Brandywine, Maryland. Brandywine is recognized as one of the most flourishing African American cities in the United States with a median family income of $118,000. This is another upscale upper-middle-class community in Prince George's County with 66% of its population being African American. This predominantly Black neighborhood is surrounded by parks and wildlife areas that make it feel like it's a world apart from nearby Washington, D.C. The median home value for Brandywine is Number 3, Mitchellville, Maryland. This upper-middle-class community has an average family income of $121,000. It has a makeup of 84% African American and can boast of its excellence book and a high school graduation rate of 80%. Most Mitchellville students go on to colleges like nearby Johns Hopkins University, Georgetown University and the U.S. Naval Academy. Mitchellville too is a prosperous African American gated community in Prince George's County in Maryland. Residents of Mitchellville take tremendous pride in their friendly community and beautiful homes. The median home value from Mitchellville is $327,000. Number 2, Rosaryville, Maryland. This upper-middle-class community is another neighborhood within Prince George's County with an average family income of $117,000. It has a makeup at 80% African Americans. With its close proximity to Washington, D.C., Rosaryville has access to many arts and entertainment venues such as museum, performing arts, box golfing as well as nightlife activities. Rosaryville's story is emblematic of the social, economic and demographic evolution of Prince George's County that occurred in the mid-1980s. Against the strong resistance of many large national builders who proceeded to Prince George's County as a cheap retreat for urban African Americans who couldn't afford up the amenities for their home, Black buyers rushed to embrace the labyrinth features such as 2-car garages with brick and lush landscaping. The median home value for Roosevelt. Number 1, Woodmore, Maryland. Rounding off our list at the number 1 spot is a prosperous upscale community, and yes, you guessed it, Prince George's County, Maryland. As with all the Prince George communities on our top 10 list, Woodmore is an ideal location for first-time buyer young families as well as professionals who work in Washington, D.C. This prestigious community is 84% African American and has a median family income of $140,000. Woodmore is an affluent African-American gated community centered on a private country club and golf course. The country club at Woodmore. The golf course was designed by Arnold Palmer. Home value what are among the highest in the state of Maryland, demonstrating both the sophisticated taste and buying power of the predominantly African-American market. It is one of the most well-educated cities in the U.S., where 58% of adults have earned a bachelor's degree from college. Woodmore is home to the popular amusement park at Six Flags America. The median home value for Woodmore is $398,000. Did we miss anyone? If you want to nominate your neighborhood or have a suggestion or two for our next edition of the Top 10 Wealthiest African American Neighborhoods, please act in the comments below. We appreciate the fact that you stayed with us until the end. Thank you for spending time with us, and don't forget to like this video. Also make sure you subscribe so that you never miss a video. Bye for now. We will